Hi guys, welcome to TCR. Sid here.
Mike.
If you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do that right now. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about gardening.
Gonna plant some seeds.
My favorite thing to talk about for long periods of time.
We're gonna talk about this for a long time
now. Made me schlep out into the garden and everything. So yeah, here we go.
We're gonna talk about 20 things, guys, that I'm planting right now. It is the very end of July. These seeds will probably be germinating in the first week of August. And these are things that you can be planting also. 20 things. Let's get into this. All right, guys, if we want to talk about the things that you can still plant, there's a very important question that you have to ask yourself and you have to know the answer to, and that is, when is your first frost? If you know when your first frost is, and you know how long it takes plant X to reach maturity, then you know what you can plant right now. It's really easy, okay? And the reality is, right now, coming into the 1st of August, there's so many things that you can still plant pretty much everywhere in the continental United States. I did look up Omaha, Nebraska, and their first frost is really early. So I don't know what's going on in Omaha.
That's because it's where all the state comes from.
Yeah. So I looked up like 4 places just to give you guys an idea based on where you are in the United States when your first frost is, okay? In Olympia, Washington, which is way up northwest, right? See, I know my north from my west. I mean, I know my north from my west. I know my east from my west.
At all.
Their first frost is actually October 6th, okay? So from the time we post this video, that's like 69, 70 days from now, whether we post this on Saturday or Sunday, okay? So anything that can reach maturity inside of 60 days, 70 days, you can plant up there, right? So then I looked up this cool little town in the middle of Oklahoma called Pryor, Oklahoma. It looks like a cool place to live, right? And their first frost is actually October 21. So they have 84 days from now to be able to plant and, you know, reap the harvest. Then I looked up, you know, Calhoun, Tennessee, which is like the closest town to where I grew up in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. And oddly enough, their first frost is also October 21. Now this is based on Farmer's Almanac, like estimated first frost, right? So where we are in Southern California in Zone 9, we're actually not down on the coastal area. We're kind of inland a little bit and up in the foothills a little bit. So we're at like 1,400 feet. But our first frost here, November 21. So we have like 115 days from now. We can grow a lot of stuff. Wherever you live, you could probably grow a lot of stuff too. Let's talk about what I'm growing. Oh, look at all this stuff, guys. Look at all this stuff that I'm about to plant. She's about to plant. We're about to plant. Are we gonna get your hands dirty today?
I'm not fancy.
Okay. All right, basil, right? Several varieties of basil. Basil, it takes no time at all. I mean, you can get that growing inside of a month. Okay?
It's a herb.
It's a herb. It's a herb.
And you say basil.
Basil. Bok Choy. Bok Choy is another great one. We just harvested a bunch of Bok Choy, and we're about to plant a bunch more, and I'll plant another round of Bok Choy because you can start eating Bok Choy in like 30 days. So, or you can let it go for 45, 50, but eating when it's young is great. Okay, now we've got our lettuces. Several varieties of lettuces that I'm gonna do.
Or would it be lettuce eye?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, actually.
I don't know.
Leafy greens in the lettuce family.
I don't know.
So we're gonna do some coastal star romaine, and then we're gonna do like a mixed green that we'll just keep cutting off. So we love that. We eat a lot of salads, so there's a lot of lettuce just kind of mixed in everywhere. Lettuce is a long day plant. We're not gonna get into that. I'll do another video on the difference there. And then I have a Chinese hybrid red dragon cabbage that actually likes to be sown in the summer and harvested in the fall. So this is perfect. It's a 60-day variety. So even up there in Olympus, Washington, you can grow this, all right? Now chard. We love chard. We have chard mixed in everywhere. This Swiss chard right here, again, you can start eating this in 30 days and you can just keep cutting from it. Hey, you guys probably notice I have a lot of seeds from MIGardener. I'm gonna put a link below to MIGardener to purchase seeds from him. If you haven't seen his channel, He's really informative. I've learned a lot from him over the years, and I love buying seeds from him. When he has varieties that I want, I absolutely get them because I love supporting his channel and his family operation. So go down below, take a look at MIGardener's website, see if he's got some seeds you want and get them. Okay, some more Swiss chard here. Now kale. Kale's another great one. And kale doesn't quite have the time restriction on it that some do. Kale doesn't mind getting a little bit cold. So you can keep growing this after your first frost. So I actually have 3 varieties of kale here that we're gonna do. I've got a Russian, a Siberian, and a Tuscan. We have kale going right now that's been going all season. I'm gonna start more now. And you can start cutting off of this kale in like 30 days.
Yeah, and if you just take the leaves off, it just keeps popping up. It'll
Right.
keep going for a while.
It's amazing. This cucumber right here, specifically from MIGardener, is the best pickling cucumber that I have found.
Those were the ones that I liked?
These are the ones you like.
Liked this one.
So we have some of these going in the garden right now. I have some more that I planted a few weeks ago, and I'm actually gonna plant more now.
They make bomb pickles.
They do, and they don't mind the heat. They like the heat.
They like it.
Grow them in the areas of your garden where you can't get shade on them, and these things will do just fine.
Don't be throwing shade at my cukes.
That's right. MIGardener's National Pickling Cucumber. Amazing. Plant it now. Okay, okra. Okra's another one that, you know, it only takes like 50 days. Sid doesn't like okra that much.
It's not that I don't like okra that much. I think it's like fried okra is like the traditional what everybody thinks of, and I don't like to eat a lot of fried food. And if you like, I don't mind it in like a stir fry real quick, but I've had it other ways that it's like either boiled to like ridiculousness and it's slimy, or
some of y'all come from where I come from, you like okra. But I'm gonna try something different okra this year. I'm gonna do a fermented pickle okra out of this next harvest. Okay. So anyway, we'll probably have a video on that. Okay, so I'm grouping turnips and beets together here. The cool thing about turnips and beets, okay, they take like 60 days, maybe 70 to get to full maturity. But the greens off the top of them, you eat them after 30 days. You start clipping them off, not all of them, you need to leave a little bit of solar panels there, but you start clipping some of those greens off and mixing them in with your salads,
and
right?
You know what's great? When you turn up the beet, you can really hear the music. That was a good one.
No, she didn't. That was pretty good. Turn up the beat.
Yeah, you like that?
So,
okay.
Turn up the beat, people. Oh, more MIGardener too. I'm telling you, I love MIGardener seeds. So turnips and beets, I'm actually gonna direct sow those. Okay, I'm not gonna put those in here. I'm gonna direct sow them, so we got a lot of planting to do today, okay? What do we have right here? This is one that you just, oh, this is a Daikon Radish.
Oh, I like those.
I haven't grown these yet.
Great for stir fries and things like that. It's an Asian type radish. It isn't really like a raisin.
It's not, it's
like
nothing like a
raisin.
raisin.
Isn't really like a radish. I don't know.
I have several varieties of radish here that we're gonna plant today. What's the matter?
I didn't.
Everything.
No, I didn't say
nothing.
These auditory hallucinations over here.
I love radishes. They're like from 30 to 40 days. You can eat the greens, you over sow them, thin them out, and eat the, you know, the little sprouts. Yeah, like radishes are awesome. They're like instant gratification. You're doing all this work out here and you got some stuff that's like ready like right now. So I continue to sow radishes like every 2 weeks all year long. This time we're gonna do some watermelon and some daikon because I heard they ferment well, plus she likes them. Now, squash. All right, squash is one that there's a lot of squash, okay? Some squash, like the big blue Hubbard that I have over there, those take a little bit longer, but zucchinis and like yellow crookneck, those things literally take like 45 days. And you've got like a month and a half and you've got squash. We have squash all over the garden right now, okay? Additionally, things like the winter acorn squash that I'm about to plant, how long did it say this thing took? 75 days. That's not bad, right? So if you've got a little bit longer, if you've got 75 days, you can plant these right now. I recently planted more spaghetti squash, more of the what's that thing over there, the butternut. Yeah, more butternut squash, more zucchini. You know, definitely plant zucchini right now, and you will get zucchini before the first frost.
You'll get a lot,
and you'll get a lot.
You know the old saying, right?
What?
You teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a day. You teach a person to plant zucchini, everybody in the neighborhood will get zucchini.
This is a true story. We're getting a lot of zucchini. Here's one that I normally do not grow, but I'm gonna grow it for the hell of it right now, and that is this Fairy Morris variety of sweet corn that I just picked up. It's a 68-day sweet corn. We don't eat a lot of corn. We don't feed a lot of corn to our animals, but I want to see how this early Sunglow hybrid sweet. I just want to see. So I'm gonna plant some.
Every couple of years, he decides he's gonna plant corn, and then he goes, "Why did I do that?" So we're gonna have one of those moments in a few weeks.
Yeah, whatever.
That's all right.
And then some onions. Okay, some onions you can't plant right now; they take too long. But your bunching onions are one for sure that you can plant right now. And then I group chives in with onions, which is not really accurate, but whatever. It's my brain. Deal with it. So
a big bag of weird in there.
Yeah. And then, okay, that brings me over to this side. And what do I have on this side? I've got a couple of things that are not going to be ready before the first frost. Oh, but you said the stuff you can plant right now. You can, because here's the thing. They need a frost, okay? So this Brussels sprout that I'm gonna plant right here, I got this actually from Territorial Seed. This is 120 day, and it really needs to get into that cold weather before it really brings the flavor out and the Brussels sprouts taste good. So plant those now, okay? Artichokes. Artichokes are, I'm not gonna get into vernalization in this video, but artichokes need a period of cold before they can flower, okay? I'm gonna do a whole nother video that talks about vernalization and photoperiods and the equinox and the solstices and how that stuff affects the plants. But that's not this video. Bottom line, you need to plant your artichokes now. You need to let them get established. You need to let them go through the winter time and then come back strong in the spring so they can make flowers and make artichokes, okay? And then I am also, just for the heck of it, going to plant a
black diamond.
A black diamond watermelon.
Oh, watermelon.
We don't eat a lot of watermelon. I don't think I've grown watermelon once because whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna plant this one. I've got some spot out here in the field where I can put it, and it should be ready in like 95 days, which is within my growing season, maybe not yours. So that's it, guys. Oh no, that's not it. I still got more. Sunflowers. You can plant sunflowers pretty much all year long.
Can you plant them?
You plant them. Pretty much like all of your growing season, right? So I'm gonna plant several more varieties of sunflowers. I planted sunflowers 2 weeks ago. I planted them a month ago. I harvested some 2 weeks ago. I got sunflowers growing all the time because the pollinators love them. They're like big giant beacons telling the birds and the bees from over there, hey, 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 come over here, right? They get over here and then they go to my squash blossoms and my cucumbers, right? I'm also gonna do some calendulas, some nasturtiums, nasturtiums. Nasturtium. Nasturtium is a great flower that you can eat. Huh?
I said, did you take a shot first?
No. Nasturtium is a great flower that you can eat. It's got a little peppery flavor to it. You can eat the whole plant, actually. It's good for the pollinators. It's good to have mixed in with the garden. And it's actually great to mix in with some of your meals. So
it's pretty.
Right. And then the other one that I have, I don't know where it is. I left it inside. It's another flower called, here we go, the purple cone flower, which is also known as echinacea. So again, it's got medicinal purposes. It's a good healthy herb, worth having in the garden, and it serves a dual purpose, which is bringing in those late season pollinators. So lots of flowers that you can add in there and should to your garden. So I don't know, I quit counting. I think I went over 20 actually, maybe. Somebody there counted, and
maybe I will in the editing. Maybe I'll be like,
that wasn't 20, that was 19.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but whatever. So there it is, guys. I have these great trays from Bootstrap Farmer that I love to use, and there's a link for Bootstrap Farmer below. They're really sturdy. They're like really good. They're gonna last several years. I've had them now for a couple years, compared to this one that, like, yeah, that's, you don't want that. Look, if you're gonna be propagating your own seeds, go ahead and invest in some good equipment that's gonna last you several years. One of the things I love about this is this here holds water, so I can actually water below and wick up. That's really good. And then I have another one here that actually has what I call my squares in it. I think there's a term for them. It's just a little bit bigger. And again, they're really sturdy. They're high quality. So some things like, you know, that are going to be smaller, my basils and things like that, I'll start over here. Some things that I want to have a little bit more room so that they can get a little bit more established before I put them in the ground, I'll put in what I'm referring to as the squares. And then I have these that I have collected from the big box store. I try to keep these any chance I get. I get them from anybody. In fact, I've got a couple of tomatoes here. What is this one? That are going to go in the ground today. This is a German Queen. And what's that one there?
A yellow pear?
Oh, a yellow pear, yeah. So then I'll take these that I've recycled and put a little dirt in here, and I'm going to do like my bunching onions in these. So, you know, if you've got friends that are buying plants at the store, ask them to keep these for you. Especially if you're going to give away any of these things, I'll pull a plug out of here and I'll put it in one of these before I give it away, because I don't want to give away my awesome Bootstrap Farmer containers, right? Because why would I want to do that? So that's it. You put your seeds in here, make sure you get like 1/4 of an inch. Don't go too deep, don't go too shallow, and then water it in, and then keep it in a spot where it's going to get some consistent temperatures, not out in the hot sun where it's going to bake, and let that thing get established for a few weeks before you put it into the garden. You got a jump start there. So what else? We got this.
Yeah.
We just won.
Okay.
At life.
Does that mean we get to go to Disneyland now?
They're not open. So there it is, guys. Get to planting. You got plenty of time to grow lots more stuff. Don't forget, in the links below, I've got a link to Bootstrap Farmer and to MIGardener. These are great businesses. Guys, support them. Their products are awesome, and you will be happy with them.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you get the notifications, share this video, and comment on this video. Bye. Hey, guys. Cool. Hello. Okay, try again. Take 2.
So there it is, guys.
No, that's not where it is. Nope.
My beard tastes funny.
Don't eat your beard.
I know.
Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you get the notification. We have seeds and plants and things right here, and they are so pretty and full of dirt and seeds and things. I love gardening almost as much as I like bamboo shoots under my fingernails.
I need to figure out how to adjust the brightness of this. Where'd you go?